Hi everyone and welcome to episode 3 of season 3. Today we are going to talk about how to get direct clients as a freelancer without using Upwork. Okay? Again, this is just for direct clients. Season 3, we are focusing on standing out as a freelancer, how to get hired, and how to continuously grow your remote work, freelance, or virtual assistant career. If you are new here, my name is Mia. I am the founder of Executive Virtual Assistant Philippines and Executive Solutions Consultation. I am also the co-founder of Next Level Assist, and I am the training and onboarding manager at Strivo. Since 2021, I have been helping my fellow Filipinos, even people outside of the Philippines, how to become a successful freelancer, virtual assistant, and executive virtual assistant. I have helped hundreds of my fellow Filipinos get hired in different agencies and also get direct clients. So, if you've been asking yourself, how do I find clients on my own? How can I reach out to business owners so that I can pitch my services? And how or where do I even start? Now, that's typically a very good set of questions. Now, as a beginner in the freelancing or remote work industry, those are definitely valid questions and very smart questions to ask yourself because, of course, our clients are our customers and they will be the one to give us our salary or pay our service fees, and that's how we're going to earn. Without the clients, there's no sense in doing this work, of course. Now, let's answer this first. Why direct clients or why get direct clients? Why not just apply in a virtual assistant agency or a VA company or work for corporate or a remote work position? All of those are valid questions, okay? Some people would like to go the route of virtual assistant agency. Some are already ready to get direct clients, okay? But for now, we are going to talk about getting direct clients. Now, what are the pros of booking a direct client? First, freelance platforms are very crowded. They are competitive and often they are underpaid or they will charge very low hourly rates. Sometimes they also have high service fees. Okay? So working with direct clients simply means that you can get higher pay because you're not working with a third-party platform like Upwork, right? Who gets a cut from your service fee. Similar strategy with virtual assistant agencies or virtual assistant companies. So with a direct client, it's your call how much you're going to charge that client. On that note, you have definitely more control over your rates and the scope of work that you are going to provide your clients. Another pro when getting a direct client is that you have a stronger long-term relationship as long as you make sure that you're doing your job well. And another thing about getting your direct client is you have the freedom to build your own systems and create your own value instead of working with a virtual assistant agency or virtual assistant company wherein they create their own systems. So when you want to take the route of getting your direct client, it means that you are ready to be your own boss. You are ready to be an entrepreneur, okay? You are ready to take charge of your whole business, okay? It means that you have to shift your mindset from an employee mindset into an entrepreneur or business owner mindset because you are going to sell yourself, okay? So be ready for that if you want to get direct clients. And I just discussed what are some of the pros when you look for a direct client. Now that you know why it's great to look for direct clients, I'm not saying it's not great to be in a virtual assistant agency or work with a virtual assistant company. It just means that you are in different directions, okay? Pros and cons are different. Both of them, direct clients and working for a VA agency, are great, okay? They are in a level playing field. The only difference is you. The only difference is where you are right now in your career path. So if you are someone who wants to start their own business, want to be their own boss, then you can look for a direct client or you should look for a direct client. But if you are someone who's not yet ready to be your own boss, you're not yet ready to create your own systems, you are not yet ready to sell yourself, you still want to be in that employee-employer setup, then you can take the route of a virtual assistant agency or join a virtual assistant company. That being said, let's talk about cold versus warm leads when looking for a direct client. What's the difference? Okay, you've been hearing this cold, warm leads, or your leads. Okay, just a few months ago, I didn't know about the big difference of cold and warm leads because I don't do lead generation. But right now, since I already have my own VA agency, I really have to learn all of the different departments. Okay, so let's first talk about warm leads. Warm leads are the people that you already know or were already referred to you. Okay, this is somebody who a friend of yours said, hey, they're looking for a VA, or they saw you're creating content, they saw you on your TikTok or your YouTube channel, and they reached out to you. So this is somebody that you already know. Next thing about warm leads is that it's easier to close, or it's easier to sell yourself or to pitch your services because they already know you. You already have a connection with this lead. Okay? An example of this is referral from past clients. Those are warm leads. Referral from your network, from your family and friends. Those are considered warm leads. Okay? Now, let's talk about cold leads. Cold leads are those who do not know you yet. Okay? Sometimes cold leads are also those who they don't know that they need a virtual assistant agency, or they are a business that are really not, advertising that they need an opening. You're just really pitching. That's why it's cold. You're just really pitching your services, hoping that they be interested. You have to introduce yourself. You have to build trust because they are clueless of who you are. So this is the part wherein you really have to make extra efforts in terms of selling yourself. An example of these type of leads are businesses that you find on Yelp, that you find on Google Maps, or on different social media platforms. Maybe somebody that you saw on LinkedIn that might be interested in your services. So those are your cold leads. Take note that warm leads are easier, but you need strategy, as good, solid strategy on how to approach both. Okay, you need to have systems, like you need to have a pitch deck or a presentation deck. You need to have your systems ready, like sending them an email right after, making sure that your meeting note taker joins your meeting so that you can send out a summary right after. So you have to make sure that you have systems ready before you reach out to any cold or warm leads. Now that you already know the difference between cold and warm leads, let's now jump into where you can find a cold or a warm lead. But this is mostly cold leads. Like I mentioned, you can find clients or direct clients without using Upwork. And these are some of the platforms that is great to look for cold leads. The great thing or the advantage about cold leads is that they're not looking for a virtual assistant, meaning not a lot of virtual assistants are approaching them. So what you have to do is just to really understand the business, find out that if they already have a virtual assistant agency, see if they would definitely benefit from having a virtual assistant so that you can pitch your services. The nice thing with cold leads also is you don't have a lot of competition. But the downside is you really have to sell yourself. Compared to warm leads, wherein you definitely would have a lot of competition because a lot of people are applying, because of course they are openly saying that they are looking to hire for a virtual assistant. So here are two platforms that you can use for your cold leads. First is Yelp, and the second is Google Business or Google Maps. This is 100% for free, but you have to make sure that you are ready to pitch. You have all of the materials ready, and you have a strategy to approach these businesses. So all you have to do is go to yelp.com or check out Google Maps. Search for any business ideal to your niche. So when we talk about our ideal to your niche, for example, my background is in weddings and events. So my expertise will be in weddings and events. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for businesses in the wedding and events industry, like photographers, florists, makeup artists, event planner, venues, sound tech, hosts. So those are the different businesses that I'm going to look for, that I'm going to write down all of their businesses, and then I'll send out the pitch. I'll reach out to them via email. I'll engage to them in their different social media platforms. I'll try to call them if they have a phone number available on their website. And then I'll start engaging and pitching my services to them. Now, if you, let's say, for example, a nurse, and you want to shift to being a remote worker, then look for clinics, right? What you're going to do here is, remember at the beginning, people like me, content creators like me, are always saying, find out what your niche is first. What is your niche? Like, are you a social media manager? Are you a VA? Are you a GVA? Are you a EVA? But what you're going to do here is you're going to reverse that. You're going to look for a niche, an industry that you want to target, okay? And then focus on that industry, because it's going to be easier to sell yourself because you already have a background on that specific experience or that specific industry. Next thing that you're going to do is, once you already have your ideal niche, you're going to filter by location so you can choose which state. And then you're going to look for reviews. Look for businesses that have active profiles. So you're going to find reviews on their Google business page or on their Yelp. What's very important about reviews is look for the reviews that are recent and are low. Let's say 1, 2, or 3 stars. Why? Because that's where you will see what their pain points are, right? So if you see maybe a 2-star review in, let's say, in the last 3 or 6 months, it says there that it's very hard to contact you, there's no one replying, or something like that, then you have those lists of pain points. So when you approach that client, you're going to say, I can help you with customer service, I can help you with email, I can help you with marketing, I can help you improve your website, or something like that. So you have to find what their pain points are, what their issues are, so that you can sell yourself by solving that pain point and solving that issue or concern that they have, because that's definitely going to attract them, because they're already having that problem. So finding someone that can fix that for them is definitely going to attract them, and you'll be able to pitch easier to those type of clients. Next thing that you're going to do is, of course, list down all of their contact information, all of their social media platforms. And then look out for clues also. Do they already have an outdated website? Do their reviews, like I mentioned, is it low? Do they respond to their reviews or not? Do they have a messy online presence, right? So just find out more about them. Research about their company. You really have to get to know them, okay? And then just have a database of writing down all of their contact information and your notes about the business. Now that we know how to find businesses and cold outreach to them, let's talk about how to do effective cold outreach to these businesses that you've already shortlisted. Step 1, you have to personalize your message. So make sure that you don't copy and paste your messages. Mention their business name and compliment something specific about them. It can be, let's say, "Hi, Sarah. I saw your bakery on Yelp and loved how you respond to every customer review, and that's rare." So you're already complimenting them. And then step 2, offer a clear, helpful service. Keep it about them. Keep it about them and their pain points, and not about you. Okay? Always make sure that the way you send out your message, it's always about what's in it for them. You can say, "I help small business owners like you stay on top of customer emails, manage their schedule, and focus more on growth instead of admin tasks." So that's one way to do that. And then step 3 is where you put in your call to action. Keep it casual and very informal, but formal in a way as well. So you can say, "If this is something you've been meaning to delegate, I'd love to send over a quick proposal or hop on a short intro call." Keep your message short, friendly, and professional. Can be casual, but make sure that you maintain a professional tone. And then follow up once or twice if they don't respond, okay? Timing is everything when doing a cold outreach. So there, you already have the whole process from looking for possible cold outreach client, and then how you can pitch or how you can initiate or how you can position yourself during that initial contact with that business or potential client. So that's your cold leads. Now let's talk about warm leads. Before we jump into the strategy itself, let's talk about where you can actually find warm lead potential clients and who are already actually looking for freelancers or remote workers just like you. And that's on Jobstreet by Seek. Yes, you definitely heard that right. Jobstreet is now just not for corporate jobs anymore. They also have posting for remote work, virtual assistant, potential direct clients. This is definitely perfect if you're just starting out or looking for long-term clients outside of Upwork. Because here's why I definitely recommend checking out Jobstreet. You apply directly to businesses, no middleman, and no bidding wars. You don't have to pay for connects. You can filter for remote, freelance, or project-based listings. And these are legit companies that are ready to hire and not just random job posts that you see on different social media platforms. And the best part is that you can sign up on Jobstreet for free. You don't have to purchase connects to be able to apply to any job. And they also have AI. They can already suggest job openings for you based on your resume or the profile that you are going to create on your Jobstreet account. You can also even set job alerts so that you're first to know when something new opens up for a freelance or a remote work career. So if you're serious about getting hired and this is your first time, you don't want to invest in connects or pay a middleman, then Jobstreet is the right platform for you. If you want to sign up, all you have to do is check out the link in the caption down below, and sign up again is for free. Just follow the directions. AI will definitely help you. You can also even download the app, and we have communities within the Jobstreet app. You can also watch video tutorials about how to have a good interview, how to create your resumes. I also have some video tutorials exclusively on Jobstreet, so you can check that out. All you have to do is search Jobstreet by Seek or download the app on your mobile phone. Big thanks to Jobstreet by Seek for sponsoring today's episode and for supporting our Filipino freelancers, remote workers, and virtual assistants. I've been using Jobstreet since I was in high school, so definitely this is a legit company and a legit platform that you can find legit potential direct clients. Now that you know what platform you can use to find direct clients or remote job opportunities, let's jump into another part of warm leads, which is referrals. Now, let's quickly go back. Warm leads you can definitely find on Jobstreet because those are companies and potential clients that are already looking for or to hire remote work positions. But another way for warm leads is through referrals via your network. Now, initially, your warm leads, especially if you're new in the remote work or VA industry, your warm leads are already your family and friends. So what you can do is post on your Facebook, on your Instagram that, hey, family and friends, I'm now offering freelance, remote work, or virtual assistant services like calendar, inbox, travel, admin. So if you or anyone you know needs help, then send them my way or message me or drop me a DM. Start with your family and friends, okay? And then another way that you can get warm leads are from your network. So what you can do is you can join virtual assistant communities like mine, Executive Virtual Assistant Philippines. You can check that out in my Facebook page. All you have to do is search for Mia Juan. Make sure that it's the one with a verified account. And that is our Facebook page where you can find people who are also looking for virtual assistant opportunities. You can reach out to them. You can join my broadcast channel on Instagram and broadcast channel on my Facebook page. What you can also do is you can also join my Discord community where you can hang out with a lot of virtual assistants in different rooms in my Discord community. I also hang out there from time to time, so you can check me out over there and you can definitely say hi and build your network there. And then once you have that network, some of them will send over some referrals to you. And all you have to do is make sure that you have your pitch ready, your presentation ready, and make sure that the tone is you offering a solution and not begging for work, okay? Make sure that you are there offering a solution, solving their pain points, solving their problem, and not you asking for work. And that's how you can start finding your first direct clients via cold or warm outreach, even if you don't have the network, even if you have no experience, and even if you don't have an Upwork profile. I know it's not easy looking for a direct client, whether it's cold or warm or through job platforms like Jobstreet. But what I want to know now is what are the biggest challenges when it comes to getting direct clients that you've already experienced? Drop it in the comment section below and I'll definitely reply with some quick advice. If you enjoyed this video and definitely learned something, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button so that you will definitely learn a lot in the next coming weeks, because I post every week tutorials about how to succeed in the freelancing, remote work, and executive virtual assistant industry. And since I mentioned that I post every week, next week on episode 4 of season 3, we are going to talk about how to apply in virtual assistant companies and actually get hired. So you better watch out for that. If you want to learn that and you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe now. Again, this is Mia. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next week.